Hey guys, real quick before we get to the video today, I wanted to go over a couple of things here. I am currently a seller on eBay and on TcgPlayer, so I sell a whole plethora of things, guys. I'll be posting Lorcana Shimmering Skies, possibly deck stuff for Lorcana soon. I just sold out all of my Pokemon stuff, believe it or not. But I do have several like deck cores here. I have a Bant Commander deck, Whitewoods, that's Sprite, got a European printed Sword Soul core. I have one of my old favorites. Just several things. I have football cards from the 1990s. Odd story, my grandfather passed away in 2018, and he left a box of cards with my name on it from 1990 and just said, hey man, I hope you make some good money here in the years later. And here we are now, so posting them for him, hoping to make some money. Also, my MTG store, or my TCG store, if you scroll on down, 100,000, yeah. So I do have a TcgPlayer Store. It's MatthewCodysCards. You can see the descriptions below. You'll see links to eBay and TcgPlayer, but please just hit me up. Say, hey, True, coming from, I don't know why it's not loading. Maybe it's because I posted it for too much money. But if you guys are interested in all, like I said, just, hey, True, I'm coming from the YouTube channel. Loved your last video on whatever, and I'll throw you a deal on cards we can work out. So maybe even give you like a $5 discount here. I don't know. But anyway, guys, that'll be it for me. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Later. Hey guys, True Knight here. So as you can see, it's the 29th. It's the evening of whatever happened while I was working today. And from what I found out, this little announcement thing came in on the description of the YouTube video for the Master Duel dumbass face reveal thing. That they're going to be dropping the ban list on this coming Saturday. And then I guess Billy Break, loved to death, he then first thing talked about it and said, hey, we're going to do a ban list. Seeing this, like, literally infuriates me, because just how stupid it makes Konami look, and like how foolish it makes them look. This company has no idea what they're doing at all. They just don't. I don't know if it's a matter of like the info they receive from OCG that then turns around and they say, alright, go ahead and disperse this at this time and this way. I don't know if it's something of that nature. I don't know if it's just the TCG thinks that this is a great way to go about things. I don't know if they're pissed off about the horse memes. I don't know whatever the answer is, right? All I know is that, like, you know what your player base wants. You know what your player base has wanted since before Nationals, over a month ago. You made the promise that a ban list was coming at the end of the month. Here we are 2 days before the end of the month, and you decide to announce then that it will be the very end of the month. So, what does that say to me? First of all, it says you're idiots. People in that office, like I've said in my previous videos, you're idiots. Second of all, it says that this ban list is going to be terrible because you are waiting for the long weekend to kick in, and you're gonna hope that come Tuesday, people are gonna have forgotten how horrible this banlist will probably be. And this kind of goes hand in hand, because what I hear from the player base a lot is that this is going to be an insane ban list, this is going to be a great ban list, this is going to be amazing, it's going to be game defining. When has Konami ever shown that in the past, that they make good decisions on the ban list? They banned Lance, right? Artifact Lancia, like over a year and a half after you were requesting it. Same with Mystic Mine. Same with a lot of cards. An example. The Dragon Rulers are just now starting to come back. And you think that this company is in touch enough to make rational moves for a game that has been run into the ground and power crept like crazy? Not gonna lie, I halfway quit Yu-Gi-Oh today. I sold 5 deck cores this afternoon, just because how bothered I was by this and the way that they choose to do their business. So anyway, to kind of go back into what I'm talking about, yeah, I sold half of my collection that I've been building up and saving for post-ban list, just because I was excited to try out a new format and dive into it and do a lot of deck profiling and things of that nature. But after today, I just kind of was like, I lost a lot of faith in what I had built up or what could come after banlist, that now, to me, this just seems like the TCG just knows that this is going to be a horrible banlist, and they're just waiting until the last second to announce it. If you're a company and you have something to present to your clientele, and you're proud of it, and you think it's great, and you think it's something that's innovative, and you think it's something that's worth putting out there, you present that thing as soon as you can. If it's something that you think is bad, if it's something you think is not worth the time, if it's something that you think that your clientele is not gonna like, you present it on a Saturday, and going into a long weekend, you can kind of duck and cover from the backlash for 3 days, which is what they're doing. Just let me be clear with you. To give you my experience, I've worked for corporations for over 20 years, and I know how this stuff works. I've been in management, leadership, all that stuff. I know how this stuff works. So, if I come up with something and I know that this is going to be a good, strong foundation for my clientele, or in this circumstance, the player base, I would shoot that ban list out beginning of the month. I would have shot it out at Sacramento. I would have shot it out before Sacramento. If I know this thing's gonna suck, I'm doing it the very last second, and I'm running with my tail between my legs and closing the office doors and just not looking on Twitter, because I know the backlash will come. So, what does that mean for us? I think we're in for another terrible format. I think none of us are going to be impressed or like it. I think a lot of content creators have said it, is that a lot of people are going to be quitting this game, especially with the rise of Lorcana and its popularity, and that people are liking the gameplay and the way it functions. They're really liking the pricing, they're really liking the atmosphere. The player base is just very positive in that game, and people are gravitating to that. And so we're going to see a lot of people jump ship. we're also going to see a lot of people kind of jump ship into Pokemon because the pricing has been more brought out and present, and people are seeing what people are actually getting out of Pokemon pricing. I think World's competitor that won the video game version of Pokemon made something like 30k or something, like I heard. Like, if you think that our player base isn't kind of gravitated towards that. So what does that entail for someone like me? I'm a casual in this game. I played a local level. I pick up the meta decks to kind of show you guys what I would play on. I can just as easily present you guys those decks on Dueling Book and show you ratios and everything, and even do test hands easier right then and there. A lot of content creators do it because they want to save money. I like physical cards, so I do it that way. But given everything I've seen here, you're going to probably see my content gravitate towards that instead, where I'll just do it on Dueling Book and I just won't waste my money on this card game because it's just going into a trash can. As far as tournaments and locals and stuff, probably at the beginning of the format because it's new, and even if when the ban list sucks and it doesn't really change much, there will be changes enough to maybe want me to go play a tournament. I don't see a thing like Baron getting hit again that'll make me quit unless they straight up just like ban Moye or something like that. That's when I'll be like, alright, I'm out. I quit the game. But I think going forward you're going to see me do deck profiles on Dueling Book, and I just will no longer purchase like meta deck cores or anything like that. I do still have like 2 or 3 deck cores. I've held on to White Forest, I held on to my Sword Soul, and I think I have a Voices Voice core, so you might see me present those. I did let go of Tenpai, Fiendsmith, I had an entire Snake Eye deck, I had an entire Ice Barrier build, Sprite, yeah, those 5. So Sprite, Ice Barrier, Snake Eye, Tenpai, what was this one? Fiendsmith. I did sell all of this today, as soon as I saw this. And I don't think I'll purchase them back. I sold them for about 80% each, and at this point, I'll take that. My wife did kind of talk to me, and she said, I want you to go to a bigger end tournament because I think as a content creator it'd be good for you to compete at a higher level. But I don't think I'm going to do it in Yu-Gi-Oh! I think I'll actually do that in Lorcana. I'll compete like a bigger event in Lorcana, or maybe even Pokemon. But I think Yu-Gi will just become something casual to me, that kind of like Magic in a sense. And for all I know, I could be wrong. We could get the ban list on Saturday and it could be a banger, and it could change the game. At which point then I would also just kind of sit there and be like, why Konami? Why did you do this? Why did you wait until the absolute last second for this? Because now your regionals that are going to be happening on the 31st, no one's going to go. Nobody went last week. I don't know if you guys saw the pictures of the Houston regionals and everything like that. Nobody went to regionals last week. And nobody, guaranteed nobody's going this week. Because everybody's just going to be wanting to see what the ban list does. So, like, Konami, you guys just don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you think this is a good idea. You just had the worst attendance for a YCS that we've seen in, what, 3 years? And your regionals the past 2 weeks are ghost towns. well, like, confused. Please help me understand. So, things I've heard from the player base. The player base wants better prize support. We're never gonna get that. The player base wants more communication. If they consider this communication, that's a joke. The player base wants... I feel like the player base just wants more. They just want Konami to care. Because it just doesn't look like Konami cares. And from what I've seen in chat groups, from what I've heard in conversation, from conversations I've had myself, like, I agree with a lot of these people. A lot of these people are just like, man, compare us to Lorcana and Pokemon and Magic, like, because those are the only things we have to compare ourselves to. We can only compare our game to those games. It's just horrible. It just sucks. So, to me, it's kind of like one right now. I'm 1 foot out the door. I am completely and in every way ready to be completely out the door in 2 days' time. I don't know about you guys. I'd love to hear where you guys are standing at. What is your foundation? Do you feel like that this is all cool moves by Konami? Do you think that this is good? Do you think that this is a step in the right direction? Do you think that this is a good foundation? Do you think that this is something that you guys like? Because for me, it's just terrible, and it's just something that I'm not interested in. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Please let me know in the comments below. How do you feel about all this? I don't want to be too like ranting and raving and everything like that, because it's easy to tell Konami they suck. I feel like they know that right now. But let me know what you guys think. I'd like to hear from you. I don't want to just sit there and tell you you suck without telling you why you suck, is where I'm at. And I feel like I've kind of voiced that. So for you as the people who watch this, tell me why I'm wrong, I guess, if you think I'm wrong. And let me know where you stand. Let me know what you think is the right move for Konami to do. If you think that this is all good ideas, explain why. Please explain to me why and how it's a good idea. So, I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts, processing, and everything like that. But that'll be it for me. Please like, comment, subscribe. Be kind, be respectful, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.